Hi there. Do you know you learned how to be in a relationship before you even had words for what a relationship was? Before you could reason, before you could reflect or choose or make sense of anything, your nervous system was already taking notes. Is it safe to need someone? What happens when I'm upset? Does anyone come? Is connection something I can count on, or something I have to earn, or something that disappears right when I might need it most? You weren't conscious of any of that learning. You couldn't have been. But it happened anyway. And those early notes didn't just shape memories. They shaped your blueprint, a set of automatic responses that you've been carrying around into every relationship you've had since. Most people, when they notice a pattern in their relationships, the way they pull back when things get close, or the way they need a lot of reassurance, or the way they can go from fine to completely activated in about 30 seconds, or 0.02 seconds. Most people assume that's just how I am, that's just my personality, that's just how I am in relationships, that's just me. I want to offer you something that I think is genuinely freeing, even though it might take a minute to really let it sink in. It's not just you. It's a pattern that was built by your nervous system in response to your earliest experiences of connection and disconnection, long before you had any say in the matter. And that's a very different thing, because personality feels fixed. A learned pattern can be understood, and a pattern that's understood can change. So here's what happened in easy to understand terms. When you were young, infancy, early childhood, your nervous system was asking one fundamental question over and over: is it safe to need people? And the answer it got, repeatedly maybe, from the people who were caring for you, shaped you. Not because those people were good or bad. It's not a judgment on your family or your caregivers. It's just because that's how human development works. We are wired, we are wired for connection from birth, not as some preference, but as a survival need. And the way our earliest connections went taught us what to expect from all the ones that came after that. If the answer was generally yes, people come when I need things, when I need them. Things get repaired when they go wrong. I can express what I need, and that's okay. Then your nervous system learned that connection is safe. That became your blueprint. If the answer was inconsistent, sometimes people come, sometimes they don't, I can't quite predict it, then your nervous system learned to kind of stay alert, to monitor, to protest loudly when connection felt threatened, because sometimes that worked. If the answer was mostly no, needs make people uncomfortable. It's better to handle things alone. Closeness leads to disappointment, and your nervous system learned to value distance, to stay self-sufficient, to keep people at a manageable length. And if the answer was genuinely frightening, if the people you needed were also the people you were afraid of, in some sense, your nervous system ended up with a contradiction that it couldn't quite resolve. And that contradiction shows up in relationships in its own particular way. None of these blueprints are character flaws. They're just how we develop. None of those blueprints are character flaws. Every single one of them was your nervous system doing the most intelligent thing it could with the information it had. The blueprint that kept you safe then is just not always one that serves you now. In adult relationships with people who are safe, the old strategies can misfire. They can create the type of disconnection you were trying to protect yourself from. So it is worthwhile to look at those strategies and give them an update, or an overhaul per se. overhaul them entirely, depending. So just think about how your trust and safety and connection started developing early on. And I'll go more into depth in this in further videos, but I just wanted to introduce that to you today. All right, that's all. I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Take care of yourself, and I'm sending you peace and light.